Together, we can make a difference in building a stronger pro-life Mississippi. Learn more about us at prolifems.org. That's prolifems.org. Be part of the community that celebrates each and every human life.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB, Pocahontas, Jackson. From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. The racing world rocked by the sudden death of two-time NASCAR Cup Series champ Kyle Busch.
At just 41 years old, the married father of two died after being hospitalized with what his family describes as a severe illness. They did not elaborate. Reaction pouring in overnight. Denny Hamlin saying absolutely cannot comprehend this news. Dale Earnhardt Jr. saying, I will never be able to make sense of this loss, but I am thankful that we had found a way to become friends.
ABC's Andrea Fuji. 12 days ago, Busch had called a doctor to give him a shot because he was suffering from a severe cold, his family says. Most people have already left town for the Memorial Day weekend, or they're about to, and that's even though there are some weather troubles for many. ABC senior meteorologist says for a lot, could be a rainy one.
Watching a large area of showers from the Gulf Coast, the Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, Dakotas into western Minnesota, maybe some severe storms in parts of Texas and Oklahoma, and it's nice in the west. That's what continues into the weekend.
Repairs on that sinkhole on a runway in one of the busiest airports in the country, New York's LaGuardia, not expected to be finished until tomorrow now, meaning possible further delays. Secretary of State Marco Rubio in Sweden for talks with NATO foreign ministers.
In the end, like any alliance, it has to be good for everyone who's involved. It has to be a clear understanding of what the expectations are. And so certainly we'll try to lay the groundwork for that.
Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche traveling to Capitol Hill to defend President Trump's nearly $1.8 billion taxpayer-funded finance to set up those who claim to have been targeted by the government.
Blanche made a number of efforts to try to bring Republicans back on board this. According to one of my colleagues, Catherine Fallers, he even at one point told Republican senators that they themselves could consider applying for money from the fund.
ABC's Ali Pecorin. Sources tell us some Republican senators yelled at Blanche, saying the fund could cost them the midterms. You're listening to ABC News.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-979-3535. That's 800-979-3535. 800-979.
Local news on 1039 WYAB. Brought to you by AARP of Mississippi. Making a difference in communities throughout the state. AARP.org. People call it the Mississippi Miracle, but is it still? Lots of rain coming our way. A 70% chance today with a high at 81. Tonight, a 60% chance with a low at 68. Saturday, another 70% rain chance with a high at 85. Another soaker Sunday with a high at 82. Same goes for Memorial Day. With news on 1039 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. 76% of Mississippi's third graders taking the state reading test passed on the first try, says the Mississippi Department of Education. That is almost on par with last year when the number was a little more than 77%. If they don't pass on the first try, they have 2 more tries to pass. A 14-year-old being held on an auto theft charge scaled the fence Thursday afternoon about 3:30 at the Rankin County Juvenile Detention Center, says Sheriff Brian Bailey. Police dogs were being used to look for him in that area. The man found by a family member shot to death Thursday has been ID'd as 26-year-old Shondell Letras White. Jackson police say that happened about 2:15 Thursday afternoon at a house on Perkins Street, which is just west of Medgar Evers Boulevard. So far, police have not said anything about potential suspects. 19-year-old Shannon Thomas Tanner of Foxworth just graduated high school and was thinking about joining the Air Force, but Tanner has died from alcohol poisoning in Panama City Beach, Florida, say authorities there. He was at a rental house Saturday night when he went unconscious, was on life support, and never woke up. He was on a graduation trip with friends. Mississippi's average price for a gallon of regular gas is now back up to $3.98, says Gas Buddy. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
Have you ever listened to WYAB and thought, I could do that? Well, maybe you can. 103.9 WYAB, Central Mississippi's stimulating talk radio station, is looking for fresh local voices to join our on-air lineup. Are you the person everybody argues politics with at work? The one your friends say should have a radio show? Then maybe it's time to stop yelling at the dashboard and start talking into a microphone. If you're passionate about current events, politics, faith, business, sports, or just telling it like it is, we want to hear from you. Previous radio experience is helpful, but personality, authenticity, and the ability to connect with listeners matter even more. This is your chance to be heard across all of Central Mississippi. If you think you've got what it takes to host a talk show on WYAB, send us a short audio sample and tell us about yourself. Email Matt at WYAB.com. That's Matt at WYAB.com today.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Jump away, jump away.
And good Friday morning. Roads are wet. Be careful out there. Tornadic conditions abound. So
that happened quite quickly this morning. They were unprepared for that.
Channel 16 was like, well, it's not going to do that. It's just like Chip has told them, and that would be me, y'all, has told them it's not going to rain. It's not going to be a washout weekend.
They say it is.
Like they say it is. It's going to be a great Memorial Day weekend. You've got to be positive. You got to look for the sunshine in the day.
That's me.
Oh, that's me. Sound like Mr. Bill from Saturday Night Live. Oh, Mr. Bill. It's Mr. Hand. Well, good morning, everybody. This is the Chip Matthews Show. She, of course, is the Dawn McKenzie. Ron Eller is lost. He's not here today. But he lives out where the tornadoes were suddenly springing up out there on Seven Springs Road. And we hope that nothing bad happened out there. We don't have any information yet if there was anything.
We're on the air, so that's a good thing. That's a good sign.
We're on the air, and the tower's right there, so that's not really a bad thing. So we're here. You're there. It's going to be off and on showers throughout the weekend. Y'all be careful this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Everybody's talking about they're not traveling. And I saw them on TV talking about, well, the gas is just too high to go anywhere. We're going to have to sit at home at the house. Okay. You don't have to sit at home at the house. And I think a lot of that is just Democrats jumping up and down. Now, I will admit, when I went to get a little gas in that old truck, my truck just sat there and went, excuse me, I don't hold $100 worth of gas. And I said, yes, you do. He goes, no, from the time I was born, gas was cheap. And I said, no, gas is expensive now. Oh, but you doubled the value of your truck when you put $100 for the gas in here. Yes, I did. But anyway, it's another day, another $1.50. I'd like to thank everybody who came out last night. Mike Mott at the restaurant. Mm-hmm. Sang the karaoke. Mike Mott will be hanging out all weekend, on and off all weekend long out at the Gulf of Beethoven's. Mm-hmm. You know, he's kind of going to be like the troll under the bridge or something, I guess you could say.
I sat in Wednesday evening for the songwriters
Yes.
event that we host every Wednesday, and those people are talented.
Oh, they're more than just talented.
They
They're
had
writing
some good stuff.
And they've got a lot of stuff that is being moved forward and goes to Nashville. We have these people are writing songs that are going to get there. And writing a song, if you think about it, y'all, if you just write one good one, you're a millionaire. And if you're a friend of the Democratic Party and you become a millionaire, we just want you to turn that down. You got to protest with us. When I think of all these SEC athletes, they want just to, y'all don't go play football. Turn that money down. Don't go get that education. Don't go get that education at Ole Miss or State or Auburn or Florida or Georgia or Vanderbilt. Don't go get that education. And the education's free. Plus, we're going to give you millions of dollars. Talk about civil rights versus equal rights. Okay, so if you really look at that in the big picture, this is no different than when the activists of the civil rights era were looking for their own set of rights and somebody to hand them something for free, and they killed all the black communities where businessmen on Ferris Street and on Hickory Street in Canton and other little towns throughout the South, where we had black businessmen who were doing great, who were building a legacy, who, you had the Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma and stuff. Back before civil rights, all those things were real.
And they were prosperous.
And then people came in and started saying, look, we can't be like that. We want what they got. And you were getting what they got. You just had a slower start to get there, and you've set the world back 1,000,000 miles. And now the civil rights issue is back in the news because the Constitution, which runs this country, says that all men are equal. Doesn't say all men are civil, but it says all men are equal, and that you can't do anything based on race. And the first thing y'all want to do is the Black Coalition and the Black Caucus and all that to say, oh, we can't be like that. You got to be like that. That's exactly what you're supposed to be. We should all get along. I guess and if you look at, for instance, for my generation, there wasn't a lot of interracial people. Then when I say, when you look at the NBA, you've got interracial athletes. You got, look at even Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is half black, half white. You got a lot of that. You got a lot of that has gone on, and there are people that date each other. What are these people supposed to do? What are you going to tell them?
Right.
What are you going to tell them? You got a whole generation of them that could say, hey, we're getting completely screwed over because we don't know which way to go.
Right.
But the world has changed. The kids today, the black children play with the white children. And it's like all of a sudden you want to say, no, we're going to separate the races.
Well, there's no control and conquer if we're all combined together as one.
Correct.
And that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of us
now
becoming one.
Right.
And doing away with their opportunity to control and get wealthy off of the circumstances.
They get wealthy off of divided politics. Republicans and Democrats get wealthy off of divided politics, and black and white. The black community, the NAACP, the Southern Poverty Law Center, the whole 9 yards of the groups that Benny Thompson is out promoting, they all make their money off of saying there's a problem. Now,
But you know what? They never solve any of their problems.
They don't want to. If you solve the problem, then there's no reason to donate the money. It's just like if we finally fed all the kids, in Israel or wherever we got supposed to be, with the final Holocaust survivor, you would think that'd be pretty cheap at this point. They keep needing money. I'm going, look, we're down to about 25 cents a day to feed all the Holocaust survivors because there can't be that many still alive. But you sit there and you look at it, all these commercials on TV, and you see the pets that are just. I mean, when they see the pets in the commercial, why do you sit there and film them? Feed that damn cat. Feed that dog. While you're filming the commercial, look how much we're going to feed this dog. We're going to feed this cat. No, they just do these sad commercials to get money out of us.
Yeah.
And we all get tired of seeing them. And the way they get paid on those commercials nationally, in case you didn't know, that's why they're so long.
Mm-hmm.
They're like minute, 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
They fill the gap.
Mm.
But when people give to them, based on the number of hits it gets,
Mm-hmm.
they should divide the money with the network.
Gotcha.
So it's not they pay for time, they get money based commission based on how many times they can play it and suck you in to call that number and
then you got people like, is it CARA or Mississippi Animal Rescue League that's been broken into time over time,
and they went in there to steal and stole the drugs meant for the animals.
I thought that was a state agency, but the woman says she was the owner.
Yeah,
so that's kind of confusing, and it makes you kind of wonder,
why in the world would you want a state agency when you can get be a nonprofit and get some money from our legislature?
Right.
I mean, that's all you got to do. And I'm glad to see that they're stealing all the medication out there, because there will be a lot less fleas on the homeless in Jackson now.
You're terrible. Chip.
I mean, for real, for real. You know, all the problems we have in the community, and everybody wants to point fingers. This guy obviously is living on the streets. Mm-hmm. He breaks in at the same time every night. He knows when to come.
I wonder if he eats the dog food.
He's got a drug problem. Mm-hmm. And he goes in there and gets the drugs and sells them on the street. It's just like a lot of people don't think of the crime that goes on elderly people, where kids go in, break in, and steal the drugs.
Grandparents stuff.
Their parents and grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody seems to care about that or do anything about that. I mean, we're in a strange situation to where the crimes that are being committed against everyone are not being there. Nobody cares to enforce the law. Mm-mm. You know, it's like Lynn Fitch wants to help all the trafficked kids, but won't prosecute anybody for any crimes that they do in the state. You know, then they get one person, they nail him to the cross, 40 years. Mm-hmm. And you're sitting there going, ain't nobody going to jail for 80 years. Mm-hmm. It's not going to happen. And you just look at it. Lloyd Travis says Animal Rescue Funds is the place that was robbed. He's the lowest of the low. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But, you know, once again, you know, the Democrats are putting these people out on the streets wherever they can. And that's what's happening. And I mean, fatherless homes. I would say motherless homes, but you can't have kids without a mother, right?
Hmm. Well, in the northern states, you can.
Oh yeah, I saw
in them Yankee states.
Did you see where they were trying to put they were going to put a monument up to women in Washington, and then that was going to celebrate all the women, and they said, and the Democrats have come across and said, excuse me, unless you're going to include the transgender women, you can't put up that monument. And I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. If you're not a woman, you're not a woman. That's just basically it.
All these chemicals that they put in food is really destroying minds.
Do you think that's it? You sound like that Kennedy guy. And I don't mean John Kennedy.
Well, my mother tells me all the time that the food's so bad.
Does she keep eating it?
No, she raises her own.
She raises her own?
She grows her own food.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Is her mind okay?
Yes, she's 86 years old.
Okay.
She's got a perfect mind.
Well, then she must be right.
She is.
Now, what happened to you?
How often is your mama wrong?
My mama was never wrong.
Okay, there you go. It's time to take a commercial break.
She told me that. She told me she was never wrong. We're going to be back and we're going to talk some more about all this strife in the world. Do you realize that there's a food shortage in South Jackson? In the Benny Thompson district, there's a food shortage. We're going to be back. We're going to talk about it right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie on WYAB. We're going to be back. We're going to talk about it right here on the Chip Matthews Show.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Serpent Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico's Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him. And now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available along with takeout. Call today or stop in and experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
At Sunkissed Tan and Wellness on Highway 49 in Flora, we specialize in providing exclusive tanning services and premium beauty products tailored for women. Our mission at Sunkissed is to enhance your natural beauty, offer expert advice, and create a personalized experience. At Sunkissed Tan and Wellness, step into our oasis and let us illuminate your beauty. Ask about our membership program. Find us on Facebook at Sunkissed Tan and Wellness or online at sunkissedtanandwellness.org.
At Center for Orthodontics, we believe in family, tradition, and community. From kids to adults, Sandifer offers state-of-the-art orthodontic care with complimentary consultations, so everyone in the family can smile with confidence. Sandifer Orthodontics proudly supports Tri-County Academy and the Building on Tradition campaign, so a short drive to local businesses like Sandifer helps TCA thrive. Begin the journey to a beautiful smile at sandiferortho.com. Sandifer Orthodontics, Highland Village, Jackson, and Gateway Drive in Brandon.
Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon.
Health has always been reactive, focused on fixing problems as they happen. But with Blue Primary Care, we're taking a proactive approach, working with you to help you understand your health and empowering you to be healthy. It's time to prioritize you, your health, and your life. The results? Less worrying and more living. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue.
All Britain's Jewelers. When love requires a gift, nothing says it better than All Britain's. Since 1920, we've been part of your family. From weddings and anniversaries to holidays, we've been there for every special occasion. At All Britain's, we value your trust. Every gift, whether large or small, is a reflection of our commitment to quality and excellence. There's a reason we're still Mississippi's foremost diamond merchant. Let us show you why. All Britain's Jewelry, 4460 Old Canton Road in Jackson. All Britain's Jewelers.
For decades, you've known the name Martin's for good times, great food, and the best live music. Now that's happening at two locations, downtown Jackson and Livingston. Check the websites, martinslivingstonms.com and martinsdowntownjxn.com for the many special events and live music lineups. You can chill with friends on the big patio at the Livingston location and enjoy the Blue Plate lunches and nightly drink specials. Martin's, downtown and Livingston.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show where we can spot an idiot. I promise you that.
The idiots in our world.
Oh, jeez. But y'all, speaking of idiots and what goes on in the world, those of you that live in the Benny Thompson district,
which is the majority.
That's the majority of the state. And we're all idiots. I live there too, y'all. So we're all idiots because we have not done what's necessary to get rid of him in office. The Republican Party, although they're saying they're going to redistrict, blah, 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 They don't want to spend the money to redistrict before the election.
Mm-hmm.
But they also don't want it to happen because I think that they fear if you redistrict before the election and have to requalify, I'm sure that Ron Eller would requalify and win in his district.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that.
Mm-mm.
But if Trump decided he wanted to go after, let's say, Michael Guest,
yeah,
because Michael Guest sat on J6 committee,
mm-hmm.
that would be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you start thinking about the people that are on certain things. And what Trump has done is he has reached out in these other states and put people on the ballot that have put people out of office. He has done what needed to be done, drained the swamp.
Yep. And we need some draining right here in Mississippi.
And when you think about the draining in Mississippi right now, and it's something we've been telling you was going on all along, and it's like like I told you when we first came here. Now, Clay and them used to be survivalists, or they probably still are survivalists. And Jameson Haygood and all them, they always used to talk about you need to have food set aside, food set aside, food set aside. Well, in South Jackson,
this is the beginning of socialism at its best.
This is socialism. Now, look, this also occurred in Canton a few years back when the Piggly Wiggly's closed.
Mm-hmm.
There was, you were down to one big box store, had food, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
There was nowhere. And the people that were closest to the grocery stores, they couldn't get groceries. When Kroger was...
Well, they had to go a little bit further. We didn't lose all three of them at one time, did we?
Yes. All the stores were closed except for the Walmart.
Oh, I thought the one behind the church, the Piggly Wiggly, stayed open forever.
No, that was closed.
Okay.
That was closed for a good year. And I remember my mama was... that's when she learned that Kroger would deliver groceries to Canton for $5. She was like, okay. But a lot of people don't have that money to put aside. Right. And now you're looking at people that used to just walk to the store to get groceries. In South Jackson, there's nowhere to walk to because there are no, one of the biggest areas around is all of South Jackson. Used to flourish with Kroger's and Jitney Jungles and all that. Now, of course, Jitney Jungle's gone, but all these grocery stores are over there and they're all gone.
Yep.
And they're gone because of theft in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. They're gone because of what goes on and the culture rot that occurs in Benny Thompson's district from the coast to the Capitol.
Yeah, they're losing their last Family Dollar, maybe.
The Family
Dollar store is closing this week.
And you had and to think that there's no food being sold, you're talking about...
It's a food desert.
Completely,
mm-hmm. But this is where the socialism steps in. Mississippi Food Network gladly announced today that they would step in and feed these people.
And
so that's a government agency. Is that not correct?
No, it's a nonprofit.
Mm-hmm. But it is propped up by the government, I'm sure.
It gets private donations and public donations. Mm-hmm. That's the way these things work.
Yeah. So they're going to step in and feed all these people because their communities have dried up because
of the question is
non-policing.
Are they going to give them free food?
That's what it sounded like. I don't know.
Okay, but they still got
specifics.
So they can take their EB cards and convert them still and be able to get their hair did and their nails.
I don't know.
But
it just seems like, well, the grocery stores are gone, so let's a nonprofit or somebody step in there to feed the people.
This is socialism.
That's correct. That's how they start controlling you more.
It's like we told everybody. They controlled the water in Jackson, and then what kills me, I was watching where Jackson wants to do a rate increase for those people outside the city limits of Jackson. Now, in case you didn't know, the way a utility works in Mississippi, you go before the Public Service Commission. And like in Canton, a lot of people don't realize that the residents inside physical Canton pay one rate.
Mm-hmm.
And those people also on CMU that are outside the city of Canton are allowed to pay a higher rate because the Public Service Commission allows that.
That's right. And so these people in Camden, Mississippi, who's that Paul Griffin up there that is pushing for a public sewer system?
Yeah.
They don't know where they're getting themselves into because that's about to be another bill for them.
No, that's not going to be a bill for them.
It isn't?
That's going to be a bill for us.
Yeah.
I mean, because they can't afford it, so we will pay for it.
So they're going to have a sewer.
They're doing a millions and millions and millions of dollar study to look at it from right there at Canton High School all the way up to Camden. You know, back up there where they've built that Shangri-La out there in the middle of nowhere, the Paul Griffin Memorial Park with at Sulphur Springs or whatever it is with the lake and the softball fields
with concrete stadium seats.
Concrete stadium seats. You know, they're ready to start an SEC. That's what they're probably after with the SEC boycott. They want to move all the SEC school athletes out to Sulphur Springs University and get a Paul Griffin degree, and we'll teach you how to be an activist and how to cheat the public and get in there and go to school there. And they'll get their own contract with NBC.
There's rumors that they're maybe putting a hotel up there.
I wouldn't doubt it. Do you realize there was a college at Sharon at one time?
I did not.
Yes. You know, that was a big deal. There was a women's college at Sharon, Mississippi.
I do. I've had heard.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Auntie Divine spoke of that.
But, you know, Mississippi has always been on the forefront of so many things. And it's good to know that Benny Thompson has led us into communism and socialism, and we didn't realize it was occurring. And then our legislators are right there with them. They go, oh, we get all this money and we give it out to help people. Helping people sometimes hurts people. Period. I mean, you know, helping before you get to the situation when there isn't a problem. You created the problem, and then you want to help the problem you created.
And their solution has never been official, really.
Well, no, it's you're going to be indebted to me. You're going to be indebted to me, and you're going to keep me in office as long as I can be in office. And I'm going to get rich, and you are going to get by, maybe. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie on a Friday on WYAB. Maybe. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie on a Friday.
1039 WYAB.
In the heart of rural America, we know the value of an honest day's work. While the big corporate brands focus on their stock prices, Outlaw Light is focused on you. We're an independent American brand built on resilience. We don't preach or teach. We just brew. That means a high-quality, 105-calorie light beer at a price that respects your hard-earned dollar. For the patriots, the dreamers, and the doers, America deserves a new light beer. Grab an Outlaw. It's darn good beer.
Ken here with Rapid Oil Change, your fast service and fleet maintenance headquarters for over 40 years. With parts in stock to fit most makes and models, we can perform routine maintenance in a matter of minutes, keeping downtime to a minimum. With brands like Castrol, Mobil One, Lucas, and Rain-X, it's easy to see why Rapid Oil Change has been the go-to for fast service with a smile for over 40 years. Don't forget our 24/7 touchless car wash. We accept most national and local fleets. We're Mississippi's leader for fast service with a smile. Visit one of our 6 locations today, oilchangems.com.
When pain or injury slows you down, relief is closer than you think. At Hometown Medical, we now carry professional-grade orthopedic gel wraps. Our wraps give you 360 degrees hot or cold compression therapy. We also carry Actimove braces made with CoolMax Air technology. From light slide-on supports to hinge wraparound knee braces, we've got brace options for ankles, knees, backs, shoulders, and wrists. Hometown Medical has you covered with our gel wraps and braces. Discover the relief you deserve.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. On the roads and in the air, 45 million Americans leaving home this Memorial Day weekend. ABC's Trevor Ault has more from LAX.
Michael Simmons is one of those travelers affected.
I mean, all flights are booked. They're all sold out.
Busy airports are already seeing longer lines. The TSA expects to screen 18.3 million people planning to fly through Wednesday. The busiest cities, Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, and Denver, with more than 53,000 flights scheduled.
record number of people driving too, even though it costs more than 40% more to fill your gas tank this Memorial Day compared to last year. NASCAR and driver Kyle Busch's family releasing a statement saying he was a fierce, talented, and cared deeply about the sport and its fans. Busch died this week at age 41 after what's described as a severe illness. The World Health Organization is now reporting almost 750 reported cases of Ebola and 177 suspected deaths. This is ABC News.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's it's a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the res since 1982.
If you're a parent or grandparent, you should know that even though Mississippi is ranked as the unhealthiest state in the country, we have the highest vaccination rate for our children and grandchildren. Many of us blindly trust the medical establishment, and now it's time to question vaccine safety. Mississippi Parents for Vaccine Rights is a grassroots organization working to educate the public and lawmakers about this important topic. Be informed. Go to mpvr.org. Like us on Facebook to stay up to date on the latest information. That's Mississippi Parents for Vaccine Rights, mpvr.org.
Pops Auto Sales on Highway 49 in Florence is where you come to buy quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, priced to fit your budget. Stop by Pops Auto Sales today, where fair prices and superior service leads to satisfied repeat buyers. Or go to popsautosalesllc.com and browse our inventory and get pre-approved for zero-down financing with approved credit, with service contracts and warranties available. And guys, our truck inventory is one of the largest for any independent dealer, period. Pops Auto Sales, Highway 49 in Florence.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
And with all the rain, the tulips all be tipping, or you would be tipping through the tulips. But anyway, or tiptoeing.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they call it towing? Tiptoeing.
Toe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's your stupid song.
No,
you're the
it's
one
not mine.
You're the one that loves it. So
I do
everybody
that
else
song.
hates it.
I do that song because it's free for us to use. Good morning, Willie Bowles.
Well, that makes it real easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's free.
Real simple.
It's free. It's free.
Yeah. So yesterday,
okay, go ahead.
Trump rolled back some of Biden's regulations on refrigerant.
Yes.
For the grocery stores and stuff.
I mean, they've been working for years to make sure that refrigeration was inefficient, and that every time you turned around, they get rid of this refrigerant, then that refrigerant, and then every year, it's a new refrigerant, and they were getting down to some that were less effective and more flammable.
Mm-hmm. And very costly to.
Oh yeah, well, it's costly to everybody that when you go to redo your whole building,
right? And they were about to have to do that
at all the grocery stores across the country.
Food prices would have skyrocketed.
They don't care. The food prices have to skyrocket for them to have control of us.
Right.
That
was Biden's plan.
That's the socialist plan of Biden, Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to have to include the Mississippi State Legislature?
Maybe so.
Maybe. I mean, because they're letting these Democrats do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're letting Denny. You never see them come. You still, with everything going on and the redistrict and everything, you still don't see any legislators coming out saying, we need to do something about Denny.
Never.
After all these years, we need to do something about Benny. You don't hear the ones in the district talk about it. You don't hear the ones out of the district talk about it. You don't hear the governor talk about it. You know, the governor made one or two comments, but never has done anything. Lord help us if Delbert said something. Delbert would have a heart attack. I don't think it'd come out of his mouth. But when you start looking at it all, you're going, if Benny's so bad, how come all these people we elected statewide don't support the issue?
Mm-hmm.
Not the redistricting, support what I've been saying since J6. Why aren't you on Benny's ass? Why aren't y'all admonishing him when he does something wrong? Why do we just sit back and let him be the wart on the ass of Mississippi and get away with it? I mean,
because they like the dollars that he brings back to the state.
yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's all. It all goes back to the old dollar bill.
Old dollar bill.
Old dollar bill.
And it's ridiculous when you just look at it. I mean, okay, and then you're looking at all the great. Now you're hearing right now that we're getting all this money coming in to work on the airports, right?
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, you watch LaGuardia, one of the busiest airports in the world, and it's got a sinkhole on it.
Sinkhole.
Now, you can't tell me New York City ain't getting money for airports, especially LaGuardia.
Yeah.
And you look at all this and go, what do they, just because they give you money doesn't mean they fix anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, you would think there had been some modernization over the years of all the money that's come into the Jackson airport.
Speaking of that, I learned while my dad was in the hospital at UMC that all the money that is used to park inside the parking garages there goes to the Jackson airport.
Yes.
Makes no sense to me. I mean, why?
It's Jackson's airport.
But what does the parking garages have to do with the airport?
It's where you park at the airport.
No, this is at UMC.
Oh, at UMC.
Yes.
Oh. Well, that's because
maybe that's the reason Jackson wants to fight so hard to keep the airport in their grips, is because of all the extra monies that comes in from. I mean, this doesn't make a lot of sense.
So maybe the company that runs the airport also runs the hospital.
Maybe so.
And that's probably some, you find out that it's going to be some.
It goes back to somebody in the government.
It's going to be some it's going to be some Socrates Garrett thing where he gets to do that. It's just like when they were running for guard. I mean, think about it, y'all. All the things that have gone on in Jackson that you've been concerned about, and that been garbage stopped, water stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Now food has stopped in South Jackson.
Yep.
I mean, the only thing that hadn't stopped are bullets flying around.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody seems to care. Let's see. Ray Grant says, morning, y'all. Wish the fraud investigators in Minnesota would come focus on Mississippi. There is evidence that some groups are teaching people how to cheat the government within the churches. That's been going on for years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, up there in Canton, Truly, and then would have seminars, and they still do it. Benny Thompson has these focus groups, and this is where they teach you and they sign you up, and they may say it's a voter registration thing, but they bring you in and they teach you how to get money out of the government.
That's right.
Okay, and they'll say, well, you're going to have your kid be 20% disabled,
mentally disabled,
and then we can get that easily. All he's got to do is act crazy one day.
Mm-hmm. Crazy checks. That's what they call them.
Crazy checks, and all these people get these crazy checks instead of help. And I mean, it just never stops.
Mm-mm.
And although you get in this catch-22 where you've got to help the children, you got to do the things you need to do to make people feel like you're helping and not fighting them. It's just like the school thing. Last night they had a school choice seminar, and I saw where Gerard and Leah Ferretti, which I love Leah to death, and you had Lindsay up there, and they're all talking about school choice again. But on the other side, they didn't have our good buddy Jamie Creel. I can promise you that. They had a bunch of weak people talking, and you could tell it. And it was down on the coast, and they had it put together so that they would win the battle.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're trying to win over people for school choice. And that is, once school choice is decided, I mean, they're fighting too hard for school choice when it doesn't help a single person. Never about the students. It's only about the money.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only about 10,000 kids they want to move around who come from families that wouldn't be able to move around. And in the school choice deal, we're not going to provide busing. We're not going to provide rides to school. We're not going to provide this, that, and the other.
So this panel of people, are they paid like lobbyists would be?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Any way you look at it. They may say they're not, but I know people on that. I mean, they're paid. Some of them are lobbyists. Some of them are representing. They're not representing themselves. And you know, as much as you would like to think people would get out and do the right thing, you have a group of holier than thou people who go around and create strife on the rest of us, because we look up to some of these people and they work hard and they show up and you say, well, they volunteer for this, they volunteer for that. Go find out who signs their paychecks.
Right.
I mean,
but you know, a lot of people see the writing on the wall with this school choice thing, and they're not interested.
And they're spending all this money to beat it to death, y'all. And then when you see, we're going to have a special session. There's going to be a special session, but it is not going to be over redistricting, and it's not going to be over anything else. It's not going to be to give us back our vote, our right to vote. You know, the ballot initiative. It's not going to be any of that. They're going to try to do exactly what Gene did when they voted down the penny tax to build the park in Ridgeland.
Then he just went in and went around it a different way and got it done.
He waited until there was a low election. And then, speaking of that,
yes, I am so disturbed, and this whole community ought to have an outrage of what's happened to the Grimace at McDonald's on Highway 51 in Ridgeland.
After everybody called in the last time we brought up this story about the Grimace on Highway 51 and all that at the McDonald's there, they have now told him
that he's got to paint over it.
He's got to paint over the Grimace.
After they came to him and told him, just initial here, and we're going to waive your permit fee, and you're good to keep him.
Right.
Now they've come back to this man and said, we had a emergency meeting of some sort, and they all voted that it has to come down.
Gene has decided it does not need to be there.
So the kids have no fun already. They have nothing to do.
You'll go to my park and you'll ride my horses that I got from the restaurants that have closed.
I mean, it's just something for the kids to laugh and enjoy and take their picture in front of, for Christ's sakes. And you're going to make the man paint over it because it does not meet your standards.
Oh, I figure out what.
Well, maybe your park don't meet our standards.
Well, here's probably what Gene wants. Gene probably wants you to take that part of the wall out and put it in the park with the closed restaurants that have come out of Rankin. You know, the one where they took the horses from the Chinese restaurant and they put them in the park. He probably wants to take the Grimace, cut a hole in the side of the wall there and take the Grimace and put it, memorialize it in the park.
Well, I tell you, Mayor, you've got more to worry about than a Grimace on the side of a McDonald's. You better be worrying about that hotel closing at the corner of County Line and 55 and all the crime that's coming along with it onto your side of the county.
Depending on who buys that hotel. And it's probably going to be his buddy who exceptional. We're going to drink some tequila, come in $100, free happy hour.
Yeah.
High premium happy hour.
And what does that bring?
More trash.
And then once the Hilton
and advertising that to the local community, what are you doing? I mean, people go to the hotel. You would be going after travelers, were you? No, you're going after people that are shacking up in town. You're going to shack up with somebody. Come on into our hotel, and you can shack up here and get some free cocktails.
But it's supposed to have a domino effect.
Yeah,
it's supposed to go all the way down County Line Road and then just scooting north.
Well,
and then what's he going to do?
My question to you is: will that happen at the Hilton, or will it just get boarded up like the hotels across the street from the Hilton that are in Ridgeland? I mean, another boarded up hotel on County Line Road. Go with some of the buildings in the motif. That's our motif.
He better figure out how to build a wall.
I mean, it's like if we could lock up go up there and block up the McDonald's, then it can look like the rest of the neighborhood. The whole neighborhood could look like that. You know, he's got this thing for plywood. He likes to see plywood on buildings.
I wonder if he has stock in the plywood companies.
That's got to be it. That's got to be
it.
That was where he's bought plywood land, and he's got land that they're clearing for those AI centers in his area. And he's going, it's all becoming plywood.
Cut them trees down.
I mean, for God's sakes.
I mean, fight the crime and leave McDonald's alone.
I mean, Grimace.
Yes, leave him alone.
Grimace.
Let the kids enjoy life.
Grimace versus the Grinch.
Yes, that's exactly right.
What we have, Grimace versus the Grinch. You know, it just never ends on the stupid battle.
That's
Stupid
so
battles being
stupid.
picked. And I mean, you got a guy who's come to here from California and came to your community to save a McDonald's that was
failing
and
was going to be boarded up.
It was going to be boarded up and closed.
And he brought ice cream back.
He brought ice. I mean, we don't want ice cream. That brings the wrong clientele. You know, that's sort of like fried chicken. We can't have fried chicken here. Brings the wrong clientele. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show. I'm a vegan. No, we'll be back. We'll be back. Brings the wrong clientele. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show. I'm a vegan. No.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Serpent Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
This ad is for all the guys who work hard and they expect their truck to do the same. At RPT Commercial, we have the accessories to help you on the job site. From names like Bedrock Flatbeds, WeatherGuard Toolboxes, Nap-High Service Bodies, ARE Camper Tops, Deck Storage Solutions, and so much more. Stop by our new store on Highway 80 in Pearl and check with our expert staff and see what they can do to make the job just a little bit easier on you. At RPT Commercial, trucks live here.
What are people saying about Tom's Fried Pies in Richland?
Tom's Fried Pies. I made the mistake. I ordered one pie. I figured, you know what? I'll try Tex-Mex. It was so good. Man, second go around, I ate the pecan pie. You will need a meat pie and a dessert one. Get both because they are off the hook.
I went to Tom's Fried Pies today, and I'm going back. I tried the taco one, really good. When I go back, I'll bring some home.
Tom'sFriedPies.com.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Hot weather requires us to run the AC nonstop. Pure Air Consultants can inspect your unit today to ensure your AC is operating at peak performance. Pure Air Consultants is your go-to Rheem partner that can get the job done and have you resting in comfort in no time. Locally owned and operated, they have proudly served our community for over 22 years. Contact Pure Air Consultants today at mypureairconsultants.com. Rheem and Pure Air Consultants to the rescue.
At Flora Animal Hospital, our team doesn't just take care of your pet's needs. We feel like it starts with the pet parents. If the pet parent is informed thoroughly and understands the situation with the animal and why certain things need to be done or certain medications need to be given, it's easier to get that done. Our website is floraanimalhospital.com. It'll take you straight to the online store where your medicine can be purchased, food can be purchased, prescription or non-prescription, and they will be shipped straight to your front door. floraanimalhospital.com.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
When you want your pine trees to grow a little happier and a lot healthier, call on Holcomb Aerial Service. When your crops need dusting, think Holcomb Aerial Service. From the farm to your own pine forest, Holcomb Aerial Service will stimulate growth, eradicate pests, and preserve the value of your crops. Call Holcomb Aerial Service at 601-668-6200. That's 601-668-6200.
Why should you choose Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating for all service or installation? Well, they purchase all parts directly from the manufacturer. All of their factory-trained technicians have been hand-selected for skill, work ethic, and experience. There are never any hidden fees or charges. Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating is dedicated to your complete satisfaction, and they're family-owned and operated. For residential and commercial service or installation, contact Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating, 601-317-0729, or make an appointment through their Facebook page.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the most important show on the radio, except some elected officials don't believe so. They say, I hate that show. I hate that guy. That guy goes on there and tells the truth.
So what's on the Blue Plate lunch menu
Today is, of course, Friday at the good, beautiful Beethoven's Boardwalk. Come on out for ribs and catfish and spaghetti. Of course, we always have hamburger steak.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's going to be good. And look, on the Sunday, Super Sunday buffet. Now, we do a buffet every Sunday. For all you getting out of church, you can eat immediately. You walk in and hit the buffet.
And you would think you were sitting at your grandma's table.
Well, Grandma's got something new this week.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny started working on this when I saw it online, and I said, that we need. It is where you take a sweet potato and turn it into a creme brulee inside the sweet potato.
Oh,
I said,
nice.
it's sort of like sweet potato casserole, but not.
Yeah. Interesting.
And you toast it over the top with the torch. And
Mm-hmm.
where's the torch? I said, I got a torch.
We'll find one anyway.
So that's something that'll be on the buffet this weekend, along with everything else.
So what's our entertainment for the weekend?
We're just chock full of entertainment. We've got tonight is Angela Pittman and Unfinished Business. Tomorrow night, Love and Ledbetter, and then on Sunday, Sweet Tooth Jones.
And then we go on into Monday as Labor Day.
Skip McDonald. And also we have Mike Mott mixed throughout the whole weekend as the MC for the weekend.
Yeah.
He is like
and what else do we have?
The party chairman this weekend.
What else do we have starting today?
Oh, crawfish.
Tony's crawfish.
Tony, you're wearing me out. He's got crawfish. He's got bull shrimp. Y'all come on out, check it out. That's Tony's Super Cajun crawfish.
Yeah.
Only an exclusive in the Jackson area at Beethoven's Boardwalk. It's where it's real spicy crawfish. You can hear, taste all the flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Then the only other place to get it is at his original stand at Tony's down in Crystal Springs.
It's a long way from Beethoven's.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got an interesting weekend. It's packed full of fun, and the sun's going to shine. The rain's going to stay away.
Yep.
And we would like to see everybody come and join in the fun.
Yep. You should be there. We'll be there, so you be there. How about that? Mm-hmm. Then next Thursday night, remember this, the Kim Wade.
Mm-hmm. Listener
appreciation party.
Everybody's invited.
And of course, a lot of the staff here. So far, I think we haven't confirmed that most everybody on the air is going to be there.
Yeah.
So I'll be there. Dawn will be there. Andrew Gosser says he hopes to be there. Clay's going to be there. Kim Wade, of course, will be there. It's his event. But we'll all be there. And I think the Bishop, David Bishop will probably be there too, but his son will be there.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll all be there. And you can come out and see us. And you can come yell at all of us at one time if you hate us. we have a cop. But anyway, y'all come on out and check it out. It's going to be a fun weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. Remember, Memorial Day is about the people that have given their lives for service, whether they're in whatever war they've fought in.
Mm-hmm.
And in the case of the Civil War, it was both sides. It was started by Southern ladies. I know a lot of people think when you mention Dixie or who started everything, you can't say that. But the Southern ladies up in Columbus, Mississippi, went out and started putting flowers on everybody's grave that fought in the war because they fought for a cause.
That's right.
So They would even put one, since Clay has a cause, I guess they would even have put flowers on Clay's grave if it existed.
No.
No. He ain't getting no flowers.
Hmm.
Okay. But anyway, y'all, we got to do something about what goes on in America. We got to do something about everything. This weekend, I want you to get patriotic and get ready. Now, I'll be back here on Monday. I'll be live Monday because I don't believe in a rerun. And I'll be also sitting in on Clay's show.
Monday? Oh, wow.
We'll be here all morning Monday. Might as well take the busiest weekend of my life and add that to it. But yeah, we'll be here. And so you'll need to be here. Y'all be careful. Watch the weather. Keep up with the weather and what's going on. Watch out. There's water on the road. People driving. Be safe. If you can afford some gas, come see whoever you can see. Get out of town. Do something.
Mm-hmm. Have fun somewhere.
Life's
too short not to be having fun.
Come out to the reservoir and check us out. Remember, Gun and Knife Night begins at 6 with Kim Wade. Say goodbye, Dawn.
Goodbye, Dawn.
See y'all.